If you're watching this video right now, I guess you've heard the term setting SMART goals. Okay, SMART, yes, your goals should be SMART, but also SMART is an acronym. Okay, S stands for specific, the M stands for measurable, the A stands for achievable, the R for relevant, and the T for time bound. Each and every one of these criteria should be met for your goals to become achievable and realistic, of course. Okay, that's why when you set vague goals, they don't really work sometimes and you feel frustrated because you didn't check each and every one of these acronyms for your goals to be SMART. Okay, guys, so the SMART goals give you more clarity. I'm going to explain it in a moment. Gives you more clarity and we have seen from time and time again that people that set SMART goals are more likely to achieve the goal, to reach the goal, compared to people who set vague goals. Okay, so what does SMART really mean? The S, like I said, stands for specific. Specific is to be very specific about what you want. What is it that you want specifically? You can say that you want a lot of money, but this is a vague goal. When you say you want some money, there's no really specificity in that. You need to say, I want $100. There. When you change your phrase, your wordings to I want money to I want $100, then it changes to being more specific. So you need to be specific about your goals. You need to lose weight. Okay, you can say, I just want to lose weight, but that's not specific. You need to mention how much weight do you want to lose. Then it becomes more specific and the brain likes it. The more specific you are on your goals, the more clarity it will give you. The second letter is measurable. Measurable. If you don't know how to measure your goals, it will be hard to track them. So when you can track your goals, you can measure your progress. This is why your goals should be measurable. Let's take an example that you want to have $100 by end of the month. Okay, that's a limit. And for you to have $100 at the end of the month, you need to be saving a certain amount of money every single day for you to reach that $100 at the end of the month. So you can measure it. When you measure it, each day you need to save X amount of money to reach $100 at the end of the month. This is how your goals are measurable. You need to lose 10 pounds in 3 months. So how many pounds do you need to lose each week? You can measure it. When you can measure your goals, you know you can track your progress on a weekly basis. I've talked about reviews when you need to do your review your goals every week. This is the moment where you track your goals. You need to read a book this week. You need to finish a book. How many pages of that book should you read in a day? This is how you measure it so that at the end of the week you read the book. Measurable. Okay, your goals should be measurable to track your progress. If you can't see if you're making progress, then you won't be confident. You won't see really if you are reaching your goals or not, guys. So measurable is important. The third letter acronym is A. It means achievable. When you see your goal for yourself, it should be achievable. Okay, it should be realistic and it should be achievable for you. So many people, they set goals that they really can't achieve. Okay, let's say you want to go to Mars. Okay, that's an example. From where you are right now to where you want to be, that's really not really achievable right now. You have to be realistic. If you are overweight and you want to become a super athlete in 3 months, that's not really achievable for you. You need to be realistic with your goals, but still keeps them challenging. Okay, that's what the A stands for. It needs to be realistic, it needs to be achievable for yourself in your mind. And when it does, then everything will be aligned. Okay, so the R stands for relevant. Relevant. Your goals should be aligned with your bigger purpose, I believe. So, first of all, you need to have a bigger vision for your life. And when you have that bigger vision, your small goals should be vehicles that will take you to that bigger vision of yours. So relevant means that it needs to be aligned with your bigger vision, your bigger purpose. If it's not aligned, then you're not going towards that vision. It's all about alignment here. So try to make your goals align with your bigger vision and purpose, guys. That's what the R stands for. Okay, so the T is for time bound. Many people don't set a deadline for their goals, so they can procrastinate a lot. They can skip the day. Okay, when you put a deadline with your goals, it builds urgency. You need to act on them. This is why giving a deadline is important. Yeah. If your boss tells you that, okay, you are finishing your job at 5 p.m. this evening, I need that paper on my desk before you leave. So that's urgency. He gave you a timeline to finish the job, and you're going to do everything in your power to really finish that paper before you go home. This is what time bound gives your goal. It gives your goals a time limit, a deadline for you to reach them. You can put a deadline, okay, by 31st of this month, I'm going to lose 5 pounds. By 31st of this month, I'm going to publish 30 videos. I'm going to read 4 books before 31st of this month. It gives you a timeline, gives you an end. It builds urgency. If you want to achieve any goal this year, you need to achieve that goal by 31st of December 2025. It gave you a deadline. So this is why your goals should be time bound. So when you set goals, just check all these acronyms and be sure that they are aligned with them. Your goals should be specific, your goals should be measurable, your goals should be achievable, your goals should be relevant, your goals should be time bound. When you check out for each goal that you set, just check if they are aligned with their SMART acronym, so that you know, okay, now it's more likely to come true for yourself because you've checked out all these boxes. Okay, I'm going to add a few things here. Number 3 is to evaluate your progress. You need to evaluate your progress. What I do is every weekend I do a weekly review, or at the end of the month I do a monthly review of my goals, on my progress, what I've learned, and that's a genius time for me, and I love this time. So you need to do some kind of tracking to track your progress on a weekly basis. You can journal. You can plan for the next week ahead. Okay, when you give yourself feedback like this each week, it gives you, it prevents you from staying stagnant, and also it gives you the truth if you're making progress or not. That's why evaluation is see if you are making progress. Okay, another thing is to reward yourself. If you're doing any hard work during the week and you are making progress, of course, and life is hard because you're a hard worker, you're a smart worker, and you only know what you go through. So reward yourself. Reward yourself each weekend, okay? Give yourself a healthy reward, or eat something that you didn't eat during the week. If you've been eating healthy, eat a junk food, okay, that's okay. You can do that once a week, okay? Because when you do that, you give yourself a tap on the back. And you need to have some pleasures in life. Maybe go to a restaurant, maybe go to a bar, have a drink, meet girls, okay, meet boys. All these things will help you just relax during the weekend for your hard work. But when it's Monday, you get back on track, you become someone else. You really achieve your goals again, get back on track. So I think we need to have that balance in order for life to be kind of a whole. Okay, if you just work, it won't be good for your health. You need to have a distractions moment, but not always, when you choose to. All right, so consistency matters, more than intensity. Being consistent, showing up every day, making your progress every day, saving the money every day, working out every day, reading every day, all these things are more important than intensity. You don't need to be the big stuff. You need to do the small stuff every single day. Okay? So, I encourage you to set one SMART goal today. Okay? Try to set one goal and follow the SMART acronym to get experience with it, to play with it, so that you become good at it. All right? So I invite you to like this video and comment any thoughts that pops into your mind, and subscribe for more videos like this. Take care.